Let's get straight to the heart of the matter. How many of us are actually living up to our full potential? I'm talking about waking up every day driven not just by coffee, but by an unstoppable urge to improve, to excel, to genuinely thrive. If that's the kind of life you want, I have 9 powerful Stoic principles to share with you today. These aren't just abstract ideas floating around in a philosophy textbook. They're practical tools built to sharpen your mind and enrich your spirit, tools that have survived thousands of years precisely because they work. Each one will help you focus, act with purpose, and discover who you really are along the way, stripping away the noise until what's left is something solid and true. If you're looking for a morning routine that keeps you focused and elevates your everyday life, stay with me as we walk through these principles which feel more relevant than ever in our fast-paced, endlessly distracting modern world. Every morning when you wake up, remind yourself, I am capable. This is more than just a statement. It's a declaration of your inherent strength and competence. It's not about arrogance or an inflated ego. It's about grounding yourself in the knowledge that you have the power to face whatever comes your way. It's about waking up each day and planting your feet firmly on the ground, anchored in the belief that you're fully equipped to handle both the challenges and opportunities life throws at you. This affirmation is a daily reminder that you possess the skills, the wisdom, and the resilience required to succeed, even on the mornings when none of that feels true yet. This isn't just optimism. It's a necessary stance if you want to navigate life's complexities with assurance and agility. In a world that often points out our shortcomings, that profits from making us feel small and inadequate, it's vital to reaffirm your own value and capability before anyone else gets the chance to define it for you. When doubt creeps in, and it will, this simple but powerful reminder becomes the beacon that pulls you back to your core of strength. Every time you assert, I am capable, you're not just convincing yourself, you're challenging the labels the world may have unfairly placed on you. The labels other people's low expectations tried to hand you as if they were facts. It's about knowing your worth without needing outside validation. Recognizing that while the world may be unpredictable and sometimes harsh, your response to it, your belief in yourself, must stay steady and strong regardless of what the day brings. Embracing this mindset transforms how you approach every task, every interaction, every decision. You move with purpose and intent instead of simply reacting to whatever comes your way. This confidence isn't just visible to you, it radiates outward, shaping how others perceive and respond to you, whether they consciously notice it or not. When you truly believe in your own capability, you inspire that same confidence in the people around you, creating a positive feedback loop that reinforces your own belief in yourself, morning after morning, day after day. How often do we box ourselves in with I can't? Let's flip that script. You absolutely can. You have the power to shape your own reality. The Stoics, those ancient philosophers who turned wisdom into an art form, believed that our perceptions dictate our reality far more than the raw facts of any given situation ever could. What does that mean for us today? It means the lens through which we view our circumstances. The story we tell ourselves about what we can and can't do shapes everything from our daily experiences to our life's entire trajectory. By embracing the mindset, I shape my reality, you take full ownership of your life, recognizing that every decision, every reaction, every thought contributes to the canvas you're painting, brushstroke by brushstroke, day by day. This isn't about denying the challenges or difficulties you face. It's about acknowledging them honestly, then realizing you have the power to navigate through them, mold them, or even use them as stepping stones towards something greater than you originally imagined. This principle teaches us not to passively wait for the perfect moment or seek outside approval before moving forward with what matters to us. Why wait for a perfect moment when you can create one yourself right here, right now? Every single day is full of opportunities to take control, make decisions, and steer your life in the direction you choose. Whether that's changing careers, improving relationships, or starting a new personal project you've been putting off for months, the driving force always comes from your own belief that you can shape the outcomes. Imagine starting each day with the conviction that you hold the reins, choosing to view every interaction and challenge through a proactive lens rather than a defensive one. This doesn't just open up possibilities, it multiplies them exponentially. When you live with the belief that you have this power, it shows up in your actions. You become more decisive, more willing to take risks, more resilient in the face of setbacks, because you know every step is a sculpting tool shaping the larger masterpiece of your life. Claiming your power to shape your reality is empowering, but it also demands real responsibility. It means consciously controlling your thoughts and attitudes instead of letting them run wild unchecked. Every thought of I can strengthens your resolve, and every I will propels you forward another inch closer to where you want to be. By consistently affirming your ability to shape your reality, you change not only your view of the world, but the world's view of you in return. It's all too easy to find ourselves tangled up in yesterday's regrets or today's uncertainties. But what if there's a different way to begin your day, one that sets the tone for clarity and success? Each morning, when you remind yourself, my path is clear, You're not just reciting words, you're setting an intention that shapes everything that follows. This mantra isn't about denying that obstacles exist. Of course they do. Life is absolutely full of them. But embracing this perspective means seeing those obstacles not as barriers, but as integral parts of your journey, each one a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block placed there to trip you up. It's about acknowledging the challenges honestly, then using them as fuel to propel you forward instead of letting them hold you back indefinitely. When you start your day believing your path is clear, you're doing more than just pumping yourself up with empty words. You're actively programming your brain to focus on solutions and progress rather than obstacles and excuses. This clarity doesn't magically remove the obstacles from your path. No mantra can do that, but it empowers you to move through them more effectively and with far less unnecessary suffering. Every challenge becomes a hidden lesson in disguise, and with each lesson you gather wisdom that lights your way even through the darkest stretches of the journey. The idea here isn't to stride forward blindly, ignoring every warning sign, but to move with a clear vision of where you're actually headed and why it matters to you. That clarity comes from both a deep understanding of your goals and an honest acceptance of what it will actually take to reach them. It's about strategic navigation, something only possible when you have a genuinely clear sense of direction guiding your steps. This doesn't mean your path won't twist and turn in ways you never expected, only that you remain steady and adaptable, ready to shift course when needed while always keeping your destination in sight. The concept of a clear path also encourages you to set down the unnecessary baggage of past failures and fears that you've been dragging along for far too long. It's easy to carry these burdens with us without even noticing, letting them cloud our vision and weigh us down more than we realize. Remembering that your path is clear helps you release these weights, forgive yourself for past mistakes you can no longer change, and move forward with a lighter, more agile mindset that serves you far better than guilt ever could. In the pursuit of personal excellence, remember that progress is a daily commitment. I grow stronger daily is a simple but profound statement, a powerful reminder that our journey toward personal excellence is a continuous process of evolution. You won't reach perfection overnight, and honestly you never will. But every single day brings you closer to the person you're trying to become. Acknowledge your growth, cherish your journey, even when it's messy, and understand that every challenge you face and every error you make is an opportunity to learn and strengthen your character rather than proof that you're failing. This philosophy rests on the realization that growth isn't linear. Some days you leap forward with surprising ease, other days feel like you're taking a few steps back no matter how hard you try. But even those harder days are crucial, rich with the lessons that are genuinely integral to strengthening your character over time. Every misstep, every challenge you encounter isn't a signal of failure. It's a call toward learning and resilience, an invitation rather than a verdict. When you start viewing your journey through this lens, each obstacle becomes a moment to test your resolve and expand your capabilities rather than a reason to give up entirely. Embracing daily growth also means actively acknowledging and celebrating your progress, no matter how small it might seem in the moment. Refining a skill, overcoming a fear, or simply handling a stressful moment with a bit more grace than you managed before. By recognizing these small victories, you reinforce your path of improvement and motivate yourself to keep pushing forward instead of losing momentum. This growth mindset also encourages a culture of self-compassion and patience within yourself. It's easy to be hard on ourselves when we don't meet our own expectations or when we compare our progress to others who seem to be moving faster. But understanding that growth is a personal journey, unique to each individual walking it, allows us to appreciate our own pace and respect our own process without constant self-criticism. It frees us from the harsh judgments we so often place on ourselves and replaces them with a nurturing attitude that fosters more substantial, sustainable growth over the long run. I commit to excellence isn't just a phrase. It's a personal declaration, a commitment that sets the tone for every single aspect of your life. This commitment resonates deeply with Stoic philosophy, which holds that our virtues and the effort we put into cultivating them daily define us far more than any of our words ever could. When you wake up each day and reaffirm your commitment to excellence, you're not just setting a vague goal, you're actively aligning your daily actions with your highest values, brick by brick. The beauty of this commitment lies in both its simplicity and its genuine challenge. Excellence isn't about outperforming others or chasing some unreachable idea of perfection. It's about embracing the grind, the daily effort required to surpass your own previous limits, one small increment at a time. It's about finding value and purpose in the persistence and discipline that shape not just outcomes, but character itself, which is the thing that actually lasts. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our effort, our discipline, our integrity, and our responses to the outside world rather than the outside world itself. By committing to excellence, you focus squarely on these controllable aspects, embodying the virtues Stoics held dear: wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation, all working together rather than in isolation. Each morning you remind yourself of this commitment. It's a prompt to embody these virtues throughout your day, no matter what challenges come your way or how tempting it is to cut corners. Moreover, this commitment pushes you to strive while others might rest, not as judgment on their choices. Everyone's path looks different, but as a personal standard you set for yourself and yourself alone. It's about holding yourself to a standard of consistent effort, which in turn cultivates resilience and a deep, rooted sense of achievement that no external award could ever replicate. The path of excellence is often a solitary one, not in the sense of isolation from others, but in its demand for personal accountability and self-motivation that no one else can supply for you. True success, shaped by persistent effort and discipline, isn't merely about the accolades or achievements that come from your work. It's about the person you become in the process of pursuing it. Each day of striving makes you stronger, wiser, more attuned to the finer details of your craft and the genuine needs of others around you. It molds you into a leader, not just in your field but in your community, inspiring others through your quiet dedication and integrity rather than through loud declarations. Excuses are the adversaries of progress. Excuses do not define me is a powerful stance to take in life. Excuses, you see, are more than the little lies we tell others to smooth things over. They're the stories we weave to justify our own inaction to ourselves, often so convincingly we start to believe them. They can be seductive, offering the appearance of relief from the discomfort of accountability without ever actually solving anything. But by embracing excuses, we surrender our power to change, to influence our circumstances and to progress toward our goals one comfortable justification at a time. This is exactly why, from a Stoic perspective, it's so crucial to focus on what's squarely within our control, our actions and our responses, nothing more and nothing less. Every time we face a challenging situation or a setback, we have two real choices: craft an excuse or confront the situation head-on with responsibility and purpose. Excuses might seem to offer an easy way out in the moment, but they keep us tethered to the same spot, stuck in a loop of unfulfillment and regret that only deepens over time. Taking responsibility, by contrast, empowers us to learn, grow, and move forward. It's about owning your life's narrative and actively shaping it, rather than being a passive character in a story written entirely by circumstance and fear. Rejecting excuses means actively questioning those knee-jerk narratives that say, "It's too hard, I don't have enough time," or "I'm just not good enough." Narratives that feel true in the moment but rarely hold up under honest scrutiny. It involves rigorous self-assessment and a genuine commitment to push through discomfort. This isn't about being harsh on yourself. It's about being honest and clear-eyed about your actual capabilities and the tangible actions you can take to overcome the hurdles in front of you. Each time you sidestep an excuse, you build a little more resilience and confidence, reinforcing a self-image built on capability rather than limitation, one small choice at a time. Acting with purpose is a core part of this philosophy too. It means every action you take is infused with intentionality and directed toward a meaningful outcome rather than drifting aimlessly. Living this way not only eliminates space for excuses, it cultivates a mindset that looks for solutions instead of escape routes when things get hard. It's about making decisions that align with your core values and long-term objectives rather than settling for the temporary comfort excuses provide in the short term. So when I say, "Excuses do not define me," it's a declaration of independence from self-imposed barriers. An affirmation that I choose to define myself by my effort, my resilience, and my achievements, no matter how small they might seem at first glance. This approach doesn't just change how you tackle goals. It fundamentally transforms how you perceive challenges and setbacks. They become less about failure and more about opportunities for growth, learning, and genuine self-realization. I am designed for greatness. Let that sit with you for a moment. It's not just a motivational line. It's a profound truth capable of fundamentally changing how you see yourself and your place in the world around you. You're not just another face in the crowd, destined to blend in and move passively with the masses. No, you're here with a unique set of talents, an inherent ability that is uniquely yours and yours alone, meant not just for mere existence but for remarkable achievement and meaningful contribution to those around you. Every morning when you wake up, remind yourself of this simple yet transformative truth. You are designed for greatness, whatever that looks like specifically for your own life. This isn't about feeding your ego or inflating your sense of self-importance. It's about recognizing and accepting the responsibility that comes with your inherent potential, a responsibility you can't fully escape even if you tried. You have something special that only you can offer to the world, and it is your duty, both to yourself and to others, to develop and share these gifts rather than let them go to waste. Understanding that you are designed for greatness changes your approach to everyday challenges and opportunities. It shifts your perspective from, "I have to, "I get to," which sounds like a small shift but changes almost everything about how a day feels. It means viewing each day as a new chance to step closer to your highest potential rather than another obligation to slog through. This belief in your destined greatness isn't meant to pressure you into constant production or burn you out chasing more, but to inspire you towards continuous growth and improvement at a sustainable pace. It's about striving to be better today than you were yesterday, and even better tomorrow than you are right now. Moreover, let this knowledge of your inherent greatness serve as a driving force in your life, pushing you through the times of doubt and lifting you higher in moments of success rather than letting either extreme define you. When you truly believe in your great potential, you start to act differently. Your choices reflect your aspirations, and your actions align with your goals in ways that used to feel impossible. You become more resilient, knowing that any setbacks are just temporary obstacles on your path to achieving great things rather than permanent verdicts on your worth. Sharing your gifts with the world is not just about personal fulfillment, it's about making a genuine difference. Whether it's through your career, your hobbies, or your relationships, every interaction is an opportunity to impart something valuable to someone else. This might mean offering your skills to help solve problems, using your creativity to inspire others, or simply bringing your best self to your daily interactions, thereby uplifting those around you without even trying too hard. In a world where opinions are as plentiful as people, it's easy to feel swayed or overwhelmed by what others think or say about us. External opinions do not sway me. Embrace this principle as a guiding light through life's constant clamor. Stoicism, a philosophy rooted in the pursuit of rationality and inner peace, teaches us a vital lesson here: the importance of maintaining an inner citadel, an unshakable core of personal integrity and self-assuredness that external judgments simply cannot penetrate no matter how loudly they're voiced. Why is this so important? Because too often, we let the opinions of others shape our actions, our self-esteem, and even our destinies without ever questioning whether those opinions deserve that much power over us. We might change how we act, dress, or even think based on how we believe others perceive us or expect us to behave, slowly editing ourselves into someone we don't fully recognize. But here's the transformative idea: their opinions do not define your reality, only you have that power, and reclaiming it changes everything. Each time you remind yourself that external opinions do not sway you, you reclaim a piece of your own autonomy that you may not have realized you'd given away. Staying committed to your path means recognizing the value of your own judgments and convictions over the noise of the crowd, however loud or persistent that noise becomes. It means deciding who you are and who you want to be, then living true to that identity regardless of external pressures or criticisms that come your way. This isn't about disregarding all forms of feedback or living in total isolation from the thoughts and feelings of others. That would be its own kind of imbalance. Rather, it's about discerning which voices contribute to your growth and which ones simply detract from it, and having the wisdom to tell the difference. Maintaining your inner citadel requires more than just ignoring what others have to say. It involves actively building a robust sense of self that resonates with your deepest values and aspirations. It means fortifying yourself with wisdom, compassion, and resilience so that when you encounter criticism or praise, you can accept it gracefully without letting it destabilize your sense of self either way. Let your actions reflect your true self, not a version molded by external expectations you never agreed to in the first place. When you live authentically, aligned with your personal values and goals, you become a beacon for others. You inspire those around you to also seek their own paths and stand firm against the often overwhelming tide of societal judgment that tries to flatten everyone into sameness. Stoicism also teaches us the immense value of anchoring ourselves in the present moment. "I embrace the present moment" is a powerful affirmation that carries the essence of living fully and mindfully. By adopting this mindset, we engage more deeply with life as it unfolds moment by moment, rather than rushing past it towards some imagined future. When you commit to embracing the present, you're choosing to let go of past regrets and future anxieties that serve no real purpose beyond draining your energy. This isn't about ignoring the past entirely or neglecting the future altogether, but rather about focusing your energy and attention on the now, where life is actually happening in real time. It's about recognizing that dwelling excessively on what has been or what might be can quietly steal the joy right out of the current moment without you even noticing it's gone. Each time you remind yourself to embrace the present, you're consciously deciding not to let the shadows of yesterday or the echoes of tomorrow distract you from the vibrancy that today actually holds. This philosophy helps cultivate a mindset that is resilient and grounded. You learn to appreciate each moment for exactly what it offers, learning from the past without being permanently chained to it, and planning for the future without being consumed or paralyzed by it. This balance is precisely what Stoicism aims to achieve, a kind of equanimity amidst life's inevitable ups and downs, neither swept away by triumph nor crushed by difficulty. When you live in the present, you enhance your ability to respond to these fluctuations with a clear mind and a steady heart rather than a reactive, scattered one. Embracing the present also improves your responsiveness to life's challenges as they arise. Instead of reacting out of fear or ingrained habit, you act with intention and genuine purpose. This is because your mind is not scattered across different times and places. It's focused right here, sharp and ready to deal with situations as they actually arise in front of you. This focus enhances your creativity, your problem-solving skills, and your ability to communicate meaningfully with others around you. You become more attuned to the subtle nuances of interactions and environments, making wiser decisions and forging deeper, more genuine connections with the people who matter to you. Moreover, when you embrace the present, you engage more fully with the people around you. You listen better, notice more, and participate actively instead of half-heartedly. This can lead to richer, more satisfying relationships, both personally and professionally, built on real presence rather than divided attention. It also allows you to enjoy the simple pleasures of life that we so often rush past. The taste of your morning coffee, the feel of sunlight on your skin, or the laughter of a loved one echoing in the room. These moments might seem small on the surface, but they are profound in their cumulative impact on our overall well-being, more than we usually give them credit for. Thank you for joining me today on Stoivara. Remember, the power to live a truly enriching life lies in embracing each moment as it comes. Keep practicing this daily and watch how much more vivid and meaningful your life gradually becomes. If you found today's insights helpful, I encourage you to check out one of the suggested videos on your screen to continue your journey in mastering the art of living well, one principle at a time. Thank you for being a part of this community. And remember, every single day is a new opportunity to live deeply, intentionally, and wisely. See you in the next video.